We talked before the game just about the spacing and kind of the connectedness you need to have on offense against a team with bigs like that. How pleased were you with just the way you guys oriented yourselves offensively throughout the game?
Yeah, pretty good. Obviously, the shot making makes it look better always. So we got hot, especially down the stretch, obviously. So that had something to do with it. But I thought our process was pretty good all night, just in terms of the sharpness of the spacing, which, like I said before the game, is critical against a team that's got the rim protection and size that they do around the basket. So guys did a great job of executing, and then we finished a lot of plays tonight.
And then probably Dort had a lot to do with this, but it seemed like Mitchell never and them as a team never really got this like downhill attack over and over and over again and into any rhythm there. What did you see on that front?
Um, I mean, I thought it was great team defense because obviously we react to him on the perimeter, and that opens up stuff around the basket. So you need really good help defense behind it, and rim protection behind it, and rebounding. But that was a Dort game with Mitchell. He was primarily on him. We matched his minutes after pretty much everything but the first quarter, and he made him earn everything as he always does. But he was tuned up tonight. And did a great job on him. To have him shoot 19 shots for whatever it was, 18 points is really efficient for us on that end of the floor.
Sorry, just one more. Chet's not like a dance with the ball guy, so when he takes over games offensively, it doesn't it doesn't scream off the screen as much. What did you notice in the beginning of the fourth quarter in terms of the way that he was able to blow the game open with his offense?
Yeah, I mean, it was shot making a little bit. I thought Mitchell did a really good job of finding him on both of those pick and pops, and then he had the ISO. So he got it going there, but it was a loud offensive night for him. But the thing he did tonight that he does every night is he impacts the final score just with his overall floor game, his defense, his screening and rolling on offense, the space he creates for us. And so we won his minutes by a huge margin tonight. That's pretty much a theme with him. We've had a lot of success to this point. He's been right in the middle of it. And it's because of his two-end impact every single night. And then obviously tonight he really got the shots rolling.
I imagine it's tougher overcoming injuries during a game than going into the game knowing that you're not going to have those guys. You just talk about the mental toughness and the way you guys can overcome those injuries inside the game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I love about this team is that we have a group of guys that see those types of setbacks as a challenge, and that became our challenge tonight with only Chet in the front court. So we played small, a lot of minutes. K. Rich did a great job, but the whole team did a great job. Even with Allen out there, we went small a lot in the first half, and the guys really scrapped and fought. And then I thought, huge minutes out of Wiggins, Isaiah Joe. Those guys were huge tonight, not only with the shot making and the offense, but the way they moved the ball and the way that they defended and stuck their nose in the fight. So it was a great overall team win.
You mentioned Isaiah Joe. Obviously, when any guy is a 40% three-point shooter, that's a big plus. But when it's someone who can also score and catch and shoot on the move, whether he's way behind the three-point line or right up at it, can kind of just speak to his versatility when it comes to three-point shooting and how much of an asset that is for you guys.
Yeah, he's a great spacer. He's a great mover. He runs around. He finds shots. And he hit a couple in the second quarter that kind of gave us some margin in the game. It was kind of a close game for a period of time, and he was part of the reason why we opened it up. And he did a great job tonight. And then, like I said, the scrap for us to play small against a team that's got that kind of size is it relies a lot on physicality and a lot on just pure hustle. And Mitchell did a great job on the glass, and those guys did a great job just around the basket, scrapping, coming up with loose balls, stripping the ball. They were really good tonight.
More of a big picture thing. In the past, you talked about these guys being in certain situations and how much you value those situations. With you guys being the defending champs, how much do you, love that they're getting tested night in, night out with different types of situations?
Yeah, I mean, like I talk about it all the time. I mean, there's shot making variance, there's injuries, there's schedule, there's every adversity that you can think of, refereeing, and every team deals with it at different times. And if you treat those things as a challenge rather than as a threat, you can get stronger from it. and you can build your muscle over the course of the season, build your mental toughness, build your resilience, build your connectedness as a team. And that's, like I said, one of the things I appreciate most about this team is they see those things as a challenge and they band together and they attack it. And we don't always win. It doesn't always turn out exactly the way we want, but the mentality is always there, and it's pretty impressive.
Hey, Coach, in the third quarter, Cavs made a run. The team kept a composure. How much did the championship experience have for this team to play like that?
I mean, this is a team that even well before we won the championship had great composure, to be honest with you. Before we even made the playoffs, this has always been kind of a mark of this group of guys. They've got great poise. They pull together when there's adversities in the season, in the game. You know, the period of the game that you're talking about, Cleveland was cutting into the lead and seemed to have the wind at their back a little bit. And I just thought our connectedness on both ends of the floor was really evident to stave that off. And then the group to start the fourth quarter, you know, after we kind of hit the brakes on the run, the group to start the fourth quarter opened a lead back up and did a great job. So it was a great team win all the way around.
Anybody else? Thank you, Coach.
Yep, thanks.